learned well to react fast, knowing his influence over Sal and having Frank on his side. "I'll be very grateful." He slid his hand down to Sal's knee in a moment Frank was looking to other place. "It's not that," Sal dabbed, seeing Hugo's enjoyable fingers. "What is it, then?" Hugo almost whispered. Sal was about to answer when a slight movement of Frank's head made Hugo's hand retreat in a reflex act. Sal still held his breath back and looked at Frank with tender eyes to hide the almost infidelity. It wasn't necessary, actually. Frank was thinking about his own promotion into the organization. He didn't even notice the Hugo's potential dark intentions. "It's clear we run the higher risks." Frank repeated aloud, like following a mental reasoning. "I've already told you." Hugo hurried up to tie them up. "He's going to meet us anyway, and these crazy ladies can go wherever they want to," he kept on thinking. "Exactly, and you can't." Hugo tied them up with a double knot. "It's quite dangerous." Frank paused, making himself seem interesting. Sal looked at him amazed by the staging he was witnessing. He had exaggerated the danger to hide his stepping back, but he wasn't capable of understanding Frank's reasons to try to make himself seem interesting. He even got to think for a second that Hugo was the reason. He rejected it, seeing his lost look. He knew that lost look. Frank was up to something. "You'll have to relocate us." He sounded professional. "The most likely is that they want to destroy all the organization. Once they kill them, they'll come after us. If they don't find us, they can't get anybody else. We'll be the firewall. Do you know what I mean?" Sal almost felt some kind of repentance of his drama scene, but he was holding back his laugh, with difficulty hearing what he was hearing. "Yes, that's a very clever idea." Hugo played along with him, also plenty of eager for being interesting. "I think I know someone that can help us with this new flat issue. Maybe a bit bigger, maybe better located." Hugo was talking more like a second-hand, in poor condition Eton salesman than the supposed resistance leader he aspired to be. But his audience didn't mind. They didn't notice it. He was thinking about that friend of someone his father knew to arrange the new place for his friends. He, of course, would tell them the organization provided it thanks to his petition. Of course. Hugo's father wasn't willing to add more favors to the debt he had accumulated because of him. It was a hard blow. It supposed a big effort he didn't count on. He hadn't a clue about how to get them a house he had promised, and even less he intended to confess the truth. "Nico, dude, you have to know anybody," he half begged. "Bloody hell, man, you are always pulling your leg." Nico laughed. "Yes, I crossed the line with the fear thing, and then I didn't know how to get off the car. And don't think Frank gave me too much margin. He planted the relocation thing, and I remained trapped in my own fantasies." Hugo regretted. "Well, tell them there is no one to take it like men, that runaway is for cowards, or better, tell them it's safer to remain on the same place because you heard the government was watching the movies and so," Nico suggested. Hugo thought it was a good idea, but his pride didn't let him do it, and began to look for places all around until he found one that met all the requirements of maybe bigger, maybe better located. He considered the bigger amount of money insignificant, so he took good care of not mentioning it. When they received the first bills, they could be moved into and used to their new home mod cons. The energy supply could be better, maybe there was some heating moment, and who knows how many improvements more. He was sure they wouldn't mind the price, they wouldn't even say a word. They liked it. They liked it so much that Sal forgot all the grief of the betrayal and fran the fear the government going after them. Seeing that eased Hugo and that let him go ahead with his plan that consisted on waiting with some kind of alert for something to happen. And he felt victorious receiving Thera's call telling I hadn't gone around the hat the night after the alarm sign. He anticipated my death when I hadn't even reached the border wire netting, and he regretted it when he heard Thera again, this time with the bad news I was still around. This is weird, he spoke to himself. What? Nico asked patiently. This stupid says Rita is still here, and from the outside they say she is out. And Hugo, incapable of thinking, was trying to match the pieces. What good sources you have! The people from the outside don't know Rita, so they can be seeing whoever, and Thera can say everything to attract your attention. Nico despised. It's true. They don't know her. Maybe she didn't leave. Hugo got calmer. Of course, we don't know about anybody leaving, Nico joked. Exactly. How is she leaving if we don't hear about it? Hugo was fascinated by his own grandeur. Because one yellow wolf took her away. They told you so. Don't you remember? Nico showed discord. Hugo didn't pay attention to him. If he was right and I was outside, great. If Thera was the right one, nothing happened. Why don't you tell Thera to send her far away? Nico asked. Who? Hugo didn't understand.